What's up guys, it's Will here back again, and today we're here to review the Hot Toys Grand Admiral Thrawn 1/6 scale figure from the Ahsoka series on Disney+. I love Thrawn scenes in the Ahsoka series, so this was a figure that I knew all along was coming home. But before we take a deeper look at it, I want to say thank you to Comic Concepts. They sell Hot Toys, statues, and most other collectibles for cheaper than Sideshow. You can use my code WillFox for $10 off any order, unlimited usage. That said, let's get into the review. Alright guys, so first things first, here is your first look at the Hot Toys Grand Admiral Thrawn figure from the Ahsoka Disney Plus series. So you can see I did take the liberty of putting the arms behind the back. I really like this pose. I think it's most natural for the character, and it does actually work best with the tailoring, which we'll discuss in a little bit. So I went ahead and did that, but looking at the head sculpt, this is remarkable. You can see I did adjust the eyes slightly. All you have to do is pop the head off. There are two little levers underneath, and you can adjust the eyes to your liking based on whatever pose you're going for at the time. This is an incredible head sculpt. It looks so much like Lars Mikkelsen. Hot Toys does such a good job with blue face characters. Any blue character they nail. Nebula, Yondu, and of course now Grand Admiral Thrawn. Even Cad Bane with the multiple faceplates, they look incredible. Blue characters, you can pretty much bank it's going to be a 10 out of 10 head sculpt, and that's really what this is here. The rest of the figure is actually pretty fantastic as well, but giving you a wide angle look at it, sorry, it's a little bit difficult on camera here, but what you can see, the tailoring not perfect, but it bunches a little bit in the right ways when you put the arms behind the back. I think that's the most natural look for the character. Grand Admiral Thrawn has his arms behind his back in sort of an inquisitive, thinking pose more often than not. He is a tactician, right? He's not usually a combat guy. He's a tactician. He's more like Napoleon, right? Than he is actual like a gladiator fighting his own battles. So that's really Thrawn's character, and I gotta say, I love it. So I really like the character design. The white really pops, and of course the contrast with the blue on the face compared to the white. You do have a pleather belt here on the bottom, unfortunately, and a pleather pistol holster as well, so that's not ideal. You have the cylinders that actually go into the pockets here on each side, so you want to get those in as soon as possible. They just pop right in, super easy, but those come in the box. They don't come assembled. Just pop them into the pockets and you'll be good to go. But it really does add quite a bit to the costume. For little accessories you would think they're kind of meaningless. They're not, trust me. They add a lot to the costume design, and they really make it all come together. Head sculpt, guys, incredible. I gotta say, if you're a fan of Grand Admiral Thrawn, you're gonna absolutely love this figure, and I'm really liking it so far. Not crazy about the tailoring, but we'll discuss that in a little bit. The rest of it though, wow. Really liking it so far. So what you're seeing here is a galactic battle map. What it does, it actually sticks to the hologram of the Chimera, which is the ship for Thrawn. That actually comes with the figure as well, which I'm about to show you in a sec. It is reversible, so you have two different sides here that you can use. And again, the Chimera sticks to it. This slides down on a little acrylic pole, and boom, you can put it in your display. It does feel pretty flimsy, pretty cheap, but it does look the part. And at the end of the day, I think that's mostly what you're going for. In your display, you're not going to be messing with it all that much. So I do think it's pretty cool, good accessory to start off, so not bad. So here is the hologram of the Chimera. You can see here Thrawn's ship. It is a cool hologram effect, pretty plasticky, but it does the part. There is adhesive on the bottom there. You just peel that off, then you stick it to the galactic battle map, and then you'll be good to go. This is cool. I mean, it's honestly just another hologram. I mean, many Hot Toys collectors have seen any number of these over the course of Star Wars figures being released over the years. So it's cool. I mean, I don't think I'm going to be using it, but I do think, again, it looks the part. It just feels kind of cheap and flimsy, but when you put it on your display, I think it's going to look good. So another accessory, I think it's good quality, but nothing groundbreaking. You do get a little acrylic stand to pop the galactic battle map, and then of course the ship hologram, you can pop that right onto the pole. The problem is once you take the adhesive off and you stick it to the battle map, it's on there, right? And you're not going to be able to get it off in a way that's going to be good for the accessory and then get it back in the box. So once it's on there and you feel confident with it, go ahead. But otherwise, yeah, it's just not a great design. So this is Grand Admiral Thrawn's Imperial iPad. He plays different games on this. I think like Flappy Bird and Rat on a Skateboard. And I think you can play Fortnite mobile now. I'm not sure, maybe you always could, but I'm pretty sure Thrawn plays that as well. Thrawn games for sure. But this is what this is. There's a lot of detail on it. You can see writing on there, which I think is pretty cool. And you can see even subtle weathering on the data pad as well, which I think is pretty nice. You could pull off some poses with him holding this data pad, which I think a lot of people will end up using their display. Probably not me, but I do like it overall. This is one of the, probably the best accessory that Thrawn comes with, honestly, because there's really not a lot. But yeah, can't really complain about the data pad. I think Hot Toys did their homework here, and the detail on it looks pretty high quality. So we're gonna go that this is pretty good. And you can't really count these as accessories, but I do like to show them in the video just so you know what you're working with. These are the interchangeable hands. There are some hands that I've popped on Thrawn as well. And that's really about it. You got some hands here. Unfortunately, you don't have a natural set of relaxed hands with this figure, which I think is a massive oversight. But the rest of the hands, yeah, you have some hands to hold the data pad, of course, the pistol, and just some more stretched out hands as well. But I think since Thrawn's such a tactician, giving him something like a relaxed set of hands would have been really nice. Nonetheless, the hands have a lot of detail. They're blue. They look the part. So yeah, I think that's really about it as far as accessories go. So this guy is pretty light. Since Thrawn's incredible entrance in episode 6 of Ahsoka, I've been a fan. I'm excited to see more of Lars Mikkelsen playing this character because he has an incredible on-screen presence. Even to someone unfamiliar with the intricacies of his character prior to the Ahsoka series, you can't help but recognize his incredible, cold, and calculating presence. Hot Toys has done a good job recreating this iteration of Thrawn, but you'll have to make sure it's the one you want. I could see Hot Toys making a Rebels version at some point if they feel the demand justifies it. This is the Thrawn I want because this is my introduction to the character and I loved him. This figure is very light on accessories though. You have a few accessories that can help Thrawn pull off some poses that have him playing with an Imperial iPad or looking at the hologram of his ship, and that's about it. You do have the pistol, but Thrawn is more of a tactician, particularly in Ahsoka, so the pistol is more for show than anything else. I like it better in the holster personally. The head sculpt is exceptional. The likeness to Lars Mikkelsen is spot on, and I have no complaints whatsoever about it. Hot Toys excels at blue figures, and this is just the latest one in the Blue Man lineup. I also think the figure has a very strong presence. He's tall, blue with red eyes, and his white Imperial outfit looks really cool in a sea of Star Wars figures covered in black and brown. There's a commanding presence with this one, and it's certainly going to pop in your display. So if you love the character and you want a figure that will stand out in your Star Wars display, this is the one. There's one issue I have with this figure, and it's the tailoring. The suit is far too bulky in the chest and the arms. The pants are a bit poofy, but to be honest, this is accurate to the show and to the prototype Hot Toys initially showed. The good news is that you can pose around the poor upper tailoring. Bending Thrawn's arms, at least one of them, does greatly reduce the visibility of the poor tailoring. This distracts the eye by bunching the outfit and draws your line of sight to the head sculpt, where it should be. I'd recommend these types of poses to work around the tailoring deficiencies. Overall, I really like this figure a lot. If it had better tailoring, I think I'd be willing to say it's one of the best Hot Toys figures of the year. The head sculpt is fantastic, the white outfit contrasts Thrawn's blue skin nicely, and the figure has a really strong presence. The tailoring is kinda ass, but luckily you can work through it, although you shouldn't need to for the cost of this figure. Still, I think it's very well done as long as you put some effort into your posing. I'm gonna give Hot Toys Thrawn a 8.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you don't miss anything from the world of 1/6 scale collecting. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next review.